I'm very happy that you have very keen observation on their PowerPoint. They made a huge progress regarding the process. First of all, they have a eye-catching video as a startup, as all of you like it, so I don't need to mention this part. But I want to focus on this one. Who mentioned this part? That they show us the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and step 5. Oh, okay. I think she got, again, 2 of you got 100 on the comments. One of them is Zhao Liang, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's a very keen observation. It is always a good idea to show your audience what's coming up next, so they know what to expect. And which part are you on? They change the color. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And some of you mentioned 5 colors. Is that correct? Did you mention 5 colors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you refer to this one? Oh, okay. That's a very good observation. So, and it's a pity that we can hardly hear anything. It would be better to have a subtitle, or so next time check if the video works well for you. If not, it doesn't serve you well, just delete it. Let go. It's not your good friend. It's not going to help you, then let it go. No matter how good the video is, just drop it. And I have a checklist. Oh, here, let me remind you, because you are showing an NG version of being an interpreter, you are showing a very ill-prepared interpreter. And I would suggest, if you want to put up a show like this, it's very entertaining, but we also want it to be educational. So after performing the NG version, you might want to tell us. You can put on the show again, but with a very well-prepared interpreter who knows everything in advance. And you show us the checklist, but you didn't show us in your action. You show us a poor version of a poor meeting. A bad meeting is a bad example. So after showing us the bad example, it would be a great idea. Now let's see the correct version. Then you can put on the show again as a very good interpreter who knows everything. You know that she's going to speak Taiwanese, and you are well prepared for that. And as the host, you know how to, because that's it's very interesting since you want to show us a contrast, but you show us the bad example. And I was expecting that you will show us the good example, but then it's over. So it's a pity that I didn't see the good version compared with a bad example. Okay, so it's entertaining for the bad example. But what about the educational part? We need to see the good example. What is correct to be done? Because you show us the checklist. But it seems that you didn't do the checklist, or you didn't show us the checklist. So I would suggest that next time you give us a contrast between a bad example and then show us the good example. And it's amazing that you can speak such fluent Taiwanese. That's amazing. Okay. Because you say I screwed up, so why don't you show us how to make it right? We want to see how to do it correct. Okay. So that's a very good opening. Show us a entertaining part, funny one. Then we want to see the correct one. And for this one, I have. Did you mention food and drinks? I think. Could you show me the food and drink? Yes, I think you mentioned food and drink, and you asked them questions. Is it possible to prepare food and beverage in case you are hungry in the middle of a meeting? You have the handout. Check this. Oh, and this one, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, you need to prepare food and beverage.
No. You cannot prepare the food and beverage.
But it is possible that you prepare some food and beverage during a meeting. As you see in many movies, they have drinks and people even serve coffee and they serve refreshments. It's especially common in the United States. People cannot just come to a meeting without food and drink. They need their coffee, they need some cookies as a refreshment. So this one should be yes. Okay? Because I thought I was mistaken. I thought you say no. Did you say no? It's not allowed? Oh, okay. So you can have food and drink. And oftentimes it is a big deal. Whoever that calls the meeting need to see to it that you have proper drinks and beverages and some snacks. Okay? It's a proper way to have. Yes, so it is not true. If you give them the answer, it's wrong. So this one should be yes. Did you understand? Because this is very important. That's what people do in the real world. And for another one, take a brief notes and stay focused. What do you mean by notes here? I think I told you the word about this one. Minutes. Do you refer to minutes? Because you have another one talk about notes. Do you mean minutes? Make sure everyone have a note. Be prepared. Do you want to refer it? Are you talking about minute? No?
Yes, I'm talking about the minute, but I use the notes.
Oh, okay. So here, there are difference because you say make sure each one. I just want to make sure you know the word minute. Did we talk about the word last time?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So make sure you use the correct word in this context because this is a meeting course. And we want to make sure that you use the correct word. So do you refer to minutes or notes? Minutes. So make sure you use the word correctly. And there's another one. I want make sure you borrow. I think there's another one for your presentation. Where is the checklist? Determine. Oh, send a meeting notice. I think it is one of your presenters say you need to borrow a meeting room. Do you still remember? I think someone say borrow a meeting room. You cannot borrow a meeting room. Just like in English, 你如果要借别人家的洗手间，你不可以说 May I borrow your bathroom? Borrow in English means something that is returnable. Can I borrow your paper? Can I borrow your notes? This is my notes. Okay. 但是你要用的洗手间，你能还给他吗？你没办法。You need to say, May I use your bathroom? You don't say, May I borrow your bathroom? And in this case, you don't say borrow a meeting room. That's Chinese. 你要去借会议室，借教室。So we need to reserve a meeting room. So please take notes and write it down. Don't say borrow a meeting room. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for mentioning it. Otherwise, I didn't know that you didn't know. I thought you know the word, how to use it. How to use the word borrow. You cannot borrow someone's room. It's possible in Chinese. And that is Chinese. That's not English. So if you want to say English, what do you say it? 你要去借会议室. How do you say it in English? You need to reserve a meeting room. You need to reserve this classroom. We use the word reserve, like make a reservation in a hotel, in a restaurant. Okay? Thank you for that. And the other one is double negative, answer to a negative question. I think I heard in your conversation you say, we can? Yes. That's in your line, in the conversation. We can? And you answer yes. What does that mean?
We can't. We
We
can.
can't?
We can.
And someone answer yes. What does that mean?
Means we can.
是行还是不行？
行。
当你讲 yes 的时候是行 ，but in your scenario, I think it seems like something that is you should have said no. We can? No, we can. But you say yes, we can. So that's a little bit confusing. Make sure that you didn't present it the wrong way because you talk about the cultural and linguistic difference. So here are two linguistic and cultural differences in the